Indian government to come out with a decision on board examinations for class 12 for both ICSE as well as CBSE. Joining me right now is Dr. Amrita Das. She's a renowned educationist. She's also a career consultant, in fact, the founder director of the Institute of Career Studies. Good afternoon, Dr. Das. Appreciate your speaking to us on Republic TV.
Thank you so much, Nupur. It's a pleasure to be with you all.
Thank you. So, Dr. Das, to begin with, what are your views essentially on holding these class 12 examinations? Now, as far as various states are concerned, most of them do seem to be in favor of holding the examination, while some of them are insisting that children need to be vaccinated before they take it. But there are a large number of others who say, that examination for class 12 is essential.
So there are various views, and we felt that we should hear the voice of students. So we conducted a survey in the last few days. Over 6,000 students participated from 550 schools across the country. And this is the outcome which I'd quickly like to share with you. The first issue was, should board exams be held in July, August? 68% of the board-taking students said no, 68%. If the exams are cancelled, should the results be based on the cumulative average of class tests? 62% said yes, and the educator said that while this is based on the cumulative average, it should be moderated not at the school level but at the board level. Also, in this case, school-wise topper should be declared. Then, should the duration of the exam be reduced to 1.5 hours? If the exams are held or whenever they're held, 60% said yes. If the exams are held, should the format be the same as before? And 69% said no, and 66% favored the MCQ pattern. And the last question was very important. Are you stressed because of the uncertainty around board exams? 94% said yes. So looking at all of this, I don't think it's feasible to hold the board exams in July, August. We won't be able to do it in a secure environment. We've got to get CBSE and other boards to do internal assessments through the school, but they should, at their level, look at the overall moderation so that it's fair, it's a level playing field. Also, there was a suggestion that if the students are not satisfied with the moderation, they should be given an opportunity to take the exams at a later date. The main concern of students also is the future. So once the CBSE formulates the system of internal assessment, they would have to have the various other examination bodies which conduct entrance exams as well as the universities accepting this for admission for competitive exams. So there will have to be a link. Finally, we need to be ready for 2022 and incorporate the suggestions of NEP 2020 for assessments of board exams and be ready for that rather than knee-jerk reaction.
Right. Now, Dr. Das, it's very interesting what you say about the survey that's been conducted. So largely, most children who are in class 12 seem to think that there should be no board exams. Now, apart from that, Dr. Das, do you think perhaps this is also a call for, more evaluation through the year? Now, that's something that we see in a lot of international boards. In fact, IGCSE cancelled its exams this year, and they've decided to have a larger evaluation pattern that essentially lasts throughout the year. Now, many educationists also argue that perhaps is a better gauge of how the learning process has been for children.
Absolutely right, Nupur. This is indeed a unanimous point of view that we are given an opportunity now to completely reform the system. Interestingly, the new education policy 2020 is in alignment with the IB and the A-level system of evaluation, we need to put this system in place so that by next year, we are ready for the new assessment.
Now, Dr. Das, what are the challenges that you see essentially if the government were to decide to cancel the examination? Of course, the immediate challenge perhaps would be then how do we evaluate children? And there are lakhs and lakhs of students in grade 12. They will have to come up with some sort of quick solutions. Now, what according to you will be the main challenges?
So the main challenge will be the system that should be followed for the evaluation. And a grade point evaluation could happen to be the equalizer between the different subjects. And I think they would have to get the data from the school and then look at it and do the assessments, final assessments at their level, as they did for grade 10. Now, for grade 10, what happened was that they got the data and the school did the final results at their level. Here, what we are seeing that the moderation must happen at the board level. Otherwise, the schools will run into a lot of litigation. If the board does it, there'll be authenticity. So grade point average worked out just very much like the different international bodies do, like the IITs and other higher level organizations do. That would be the best way of evaluating after getting the raw data.
And do you also perhaps foresee a delay in college admissions? Because obviously it's a process going forward. I'm going to come back to you, Dr. Das. Also joining me right now is Mr. Anand Kumar. He's a well-known mathematician. In fact, the film Super 30 was made on him. Good afternoon, Anand Kumar. Thank you very much for joining us on Republic TV. Right. Now, Mr. Kumar, my first question to you, what are your views on whether, the government should actually go ahead and decide to hold examinations for class 12? Because, at the end of the day, this COVID pandemic has been extremely stressful for everyone, and particularly children, at that age group who essentially stand at the juncture of, their future choices.
हमारी समझ से जो हमारा मानना है कि इससे हालात में किसी भी हालत में एग्जाम नहीं होना चाहिए। इसके लिए मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि अभी कुछ ही दिन पहले 2016 बैच का स्टूडेंट जो लास्ट ईयर आईआईटी दिल्ली से पास आउट हुआ सारांश, उसकी मौत कोरोना से हो गई। तो अब देखिए स्टूडेंट भी इससे छूटे नहीं है, छोटे बच्चे को भी इफेक्टेड कर रहा है। तो ऐसी स्थिति में कोई भी हालात में परीक्षा नहीं होनी चाहिए। मेरा अपना एक्सपीरियंस है, पास्ट एक्सपीरियंस, कि हमारे पास ऐसे बच्चे आते हैं जो 10th एक साल जिनका छूट जाता है पॉवर्टी के चलते, किसी का 12th लेट हो जाता है देने पे। ऐसे बच्चे हमारे पास आए, आईआईटी में क्वालिफाई किया और आज बड़े बड़े कंपनियों में बाहर के कंट्री में अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं। इसलिए एक कुछ इंटरनल सिस्टम बनाना चाहिए। आज से कुछ साल पहले एक मुद्दा आया था कि कैसे पूरे देश के सभी बोर्ड को नॉर्मलाइज करके एक निश्चित पैरामीटर को फिक्स किया जाए आईआईटी के लिए। तो इंडियन स्टैटिस्टिकल इंस्टीट्यूट ने एक फार्मूला बनाया था जो बहुत चर्चा में आई थी फार्मूला के बारे में, और बहुत अच्छा फार्मूला था। तो सरकार को चाहिए कि इंडियन स्टैटिस्टिकल इंस्टीट्यूट से और कई बड़े बड़े संस्थान हमारे देश में है, उससे राय लेके एक फार्मूला बनाए और फार्मूला के आधार पर काम करें। जहां तक बात है कि आप देखिए ध्यान से कि बहुत सारा एंट्रेंस टेस्ट होता है जिसमें मार्क्स की जरूरत होती है, लेकिन अब तो एडमिशन के लिए ज्यादातर कॉलेज एंट्रेंस टेस्ट ले रहे हैं। दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी, बॉम्बे यूनिवर्सिटी को भी चाहिए कि एंट्रेंस टेस्ट ले ले कुछ दिन बाद जब पढ़ाई शुरू हो। तो इसलिए परीक्षा अभी नहीं होनी चाहिए। जान ज्यादा जरूरी है, सुरक्षा ज्यादा जरूरी है बनिस्बत के परीक्षा के। तो पेरेंट्स को मैं आखिरी में ये लाइन जोड़ना चाहूंगा कि पेरेंट्स को बोलना चाहूंगा कि अपने बच्चों को समझाएं, ज्यादा डेस्परेट ना हो, चीजें धीरे धीरे जरूर सुधरे।
जी आनंद कुमार जी, मेरा अगला सवाल आपसे ये है कि क्या आपको लगता है कि ये डिसीजन जो सरकार आज ले रही है शायद उससे पहले ले लेना चाहिए था? क्योंकि बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जो इस डिसीजन से अफेक्ट हुए हैं, उन्होंने पूरा 1 साल गुजारा है ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में, जहां पे वो स्कूल जा भी पाए हैं, स्कूल बंद हो जाता है, उसके बाद फिर ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में जाते हैं। सो क्या आपको लगता है कि ये डिसीजन परहैप्स पहले आ जाना चाहिए था, क्योंकि ये वेव नियरली मार्च से चल रही है?
नहीं, पहले कैसे कोई ले सकता है, क्योंकि चीजें किस तरह से बदल सकती है सरकार को पता नहीं होता है कि चीजें कितनी खराब हो जाएंगी, परिस्थिति कितना खराब हो जाएगी। मैं माननीय मंत्री जी का धन्यवाद भी देता हूं कि बीच में आके एक बार 2 बार उन्होंने बातचीत भी की जनता से, स्टूडेंट से, सोशल मीडिया और मीडिया के जरिए। इसको थोड़ा इंटरेक्शन को बढ़ाना चाहिए। तो अगर माननीय मंत्री जी हमारे आते हैं और बोलते हैं लोगों को कि नहीं परीक्षा क्यों होगी, कैसे होगी, कब होगी, बीच बीच में अगर इंटरेक्ट करते हैं बच्चों से, उनके पेरेंट्स से, तब चीजें अच्छी होगी। इसलिए जो भी डिसीजन लिया जा रहा है अच्छा लिया जा रहा है।
All right. Dr. Das, if I could come to you now, I was earlier asking you that one of the problems is going to be that, if exams are held or if they are not held, the evaluation system that needs to be put in place will obviously, delay the processes further. So what do you think are challenges in terms of that education institutions face, be the government faces, and essentially the boards face?
And as I said, the evaluation process has to be very authentic and transparent. And as Anand Kumar ji said, it has to be a method of normalizing the marks that is of immense importance, and then moderating at the board level. So this system would have to be shared with all the other examining bodies so that they agree that they are going to accept this. In terms of timing, if we started the evaluation process right now in June, I am certain that the results can be declared by August, and that is what's going to make a difference, with the proviso that later if any student wants to take the exam, there will be exam dates at a safer period where they can have the option of taking the board exam, but at least they have this one certificate which will enable them to seek admission in India, appear for competitive exams in India, and seek admission abroad.
Right, absolutely. Stay with us, both of you. Let me also go back now to Mr. Anand Kumar. Now, Mr. Kumar, आपको क्या लगता है going forward, is this perhaps a lesson that we need to take? Because, a large number of people say that one of the problems in India is that we don't evaluate children over a period of time. At the end of the day, you have one board exam, which then decides your future. There have been calls for reform in this process. I was talking to Dr. Das earlier, and she said, perhaps this is the right time for that reform, that we have more evaluation that is spread out through the year. What is your thought? What are your thoughts on that?
ये बात है सही, जेन्युइन सवाल है ये सामने कि भाई इसको कैसे नॉर्मलाइज किया जाए, कैसे इवैल्यूएट किया जाए। कई लोग तो ये भी उठा रहे हैं प्रश्न कि अगर हम लोग इंटरनल मार्क्स के आधार पर करेंगे तो हर स्कूल, हर बोर्ड अलग अलग बातें करेगा, क्या करना चाहिए। हर स्कूल का फीडबैक अलग होगा, कोई टीचर किसी ज्यादा स्टूडेंट क्लोज होगा तो हो सके वो कुछ और गलत कर दे। तो ये सब चीजें तो समस्या है, लेकिन ये तमाम प्रॉब्लम्स पे, तमाम समस्याओं के बीच में कोई ना कोई समाधान का तरीका निकालना जाना संभव है। परीक्षा तो वो इस पक्ष में मैं हूं ही नहीं। और मेरा मानना है कि अब जैसे ऑनलाइन, कई लोग बोल रहे हैं कि ऑनलाइन के जरिए आप ले लीजिए, तो गांव में नेटवर्क नहीं है, बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे हैं जिनके पास अच्छा डिवाइस नहीं है, तो बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम है। इन तमाम समस्याओं के बीच में, प्रॉब्लम्स के बावजूद कुछ ना कुछ निकाला जा सकता है रास्ता, और उन्हें जैसे प्रमोट किया गया, 10th के बच्चों को प्रमोट किया गया, अच्छा किया गया। कुछ लोग ये बोल रहे हैं कि नहीं, उन बच्चों में फ्रस्ट्रेशन आया कि मैंने इतनी मेहनत की, तब मेरा रिजल्ट भी नॉर्मल ही है, जो सबका रिजल्ट है मेरा भी रिजल्ट है। लेकिन मेरा कहना है उन बच्चों को, उनके पेरेंट्स को कि देखिए, प्रतिभा जो है, टैलेंट है, कभी किसी एक परीक्षा की मोहताज नहीं होती है। इसलिए आने वाले टाइम में कई बार मौके मिलेंगे टैलेंट को दिखाने का। तो अभी ये पैंडेमिक है, बहुत खराब सिचुएशन है, इस पे पेशेंस बनाए रखने की जरूरत है। और कई लोग एक्सपर्ट हैं, हमसे ज्यादा जानकार लोग हैं जो अच्छा एक मॉडल बना सकते हैं। सरकार को साथ साथ चाहिए कि वैक्सीनेट भी जितना ज्यादा से ज्यादा तेजी से बच्चों को कराया जाए तो वो ज्यादा कारगर। अगर हम 2-4 महीने में वैक्सीनेट करा देंगे बच्चों को 10 क्लास 10 साल के ऊपर के बच्चों को, मान लीजिए कि हम लोग वैक्सीनेट करा दिया, तब परीक्षा मास्क पहनकर 2-4 महीने बाद ली जा सकती है। तो ये कई पहलू है जिस पर सरकार विचार कर रही है और उनको करनी चाहिए।
Right, absolutely. Even as we wait for the decision to come in from the education minister, let's bring in a student now. Ananya Jain now joins us on the broadcast. Ananya is a class 12th student and she's joining us live from Ahmedabad. Good afternoon, Ananya. Thank you for speaking to Republic TV. To begin with, what are your thoughts? Are you hoping, that a decision at least will be arrived at soon by the government so this uncertainty is over?
Yeah, I am expecting the decision to come soon because I hope that it does not get delayed for the next time, because now it's high time that we know what we are going to do and what we have to study and not. So yeah, we're expecting the decision to come soon.
And what are you hopeful for the decision to be, Ananya?
So all of us are hoping for the exams to get cancelled. Not only me, but the students who have studied the whole year, including me, do not want the exams to get conducted because now it's like high time and everybody has shifted their focus from 12th boards to colleges. So almost nobody is studying. So cancellation, I think that's what we are expecting.
All right. So very, very hopeful. Ananya Jain over there, a student of class 12, hopeful that the government perhaps will look at cancelling the examinations. Now, Dr. Das, one of the problems has been that, because we still don't have an answer to these questions, children, across the country are facing a lot of anxiety issues because at the end of the day, these are children who are on the on the brink of adulthood, I beg your pardon. Obviously, there is anxiety. So in that sense, do you think that this decision that is taken should be perhaps a final? And, there is a lot of talk about children taking the examinations later if they want to. But do you think there has to be some amount of finality now?
There must be finality. And the finality would be to not have the exam, to declare the results in the methodology that we have suggested and plan for the exams for next year, wherein the NEP, National Education Policy 2020, has done amazing work and brought in an assessment system which is ongoing, which would look at not just factual knowledge, but depth of knowledge, application of knowledge, cognitive skills. It will also evaluate extracurricular activities, so it will be more holistic. But this year, we need to cancel the exams. CBSE and all the ISC and all the other state boards need to declare results in a manner that the system of evaluation is transparent and accepted by the higher education bodies. And that is where some high-level discussion will have to happen so that students have clarity and that fear psychosis, which is adding to their stress and tension, goes. They need to be aware of what the next steps are going to be, and that will reduce the burden of stress hugely. As I said, 94% of the students are facing a huge amount of stress and tension and anxiety.
Right, Ananya, if I could bring that question to you, Ananya, it's been a tough 1 year for, all students across the country. Now, in your experience, are you very, very anxious, over the past 3 months because you've had to study and you had no answers whether the exam is going to be conducted or not? Or, what if it is not going to be conducted? What is going to be the process for you, perhaps to get those final marks because at the end of the day, your uni admissions do depend on these final exams. So what has been going through your mind?
So, yes, 12th exam marks are very necessary for our university entrance and everything like that. So, we're expecting just like they did for 10th standard, we might get promoted by looking at pre-board marks or something like that, while a lot of people will not be satisfied with it. So there can be other ways of after 2 or 3 months they can conduct examinations whenever it's possible for a few students who are not satisfied with their marks, and then get promoted or something like that. So yeah, I think so.
Right, Anand, Mr. Kumar, if I could come to you. Mr. Kumar, there are a lot of students we've been speaking to, and all of them seem to think that, there has to be some decision that is taken. Now, you also interact with a lot of students. Now, what are the common concerns that they have as they head into, an year that's extremely important because they'll all be seeking admissions into, various colleges in India, abroad, elsewhere. So what are the common concerns that they come up to you with?
नहीं, बच्चे तो जनरल तौर पर बच्चे चाह ही रहे, जैसा कि अभी अनन्या का भी बोलना है कि परीक्षा में प्रमोशन हो जाए, प्रमोट कर दे। बट बच्चों के साथ ये समस्या है इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर देखा जाए कि कैसे बच्चे जो बाहर के यूनिवर्सिटी से उस पर अप्लाई करे, उसको कैसे पता चलेगा यूनिवर्सिटी को। तो देखिए आजकल यूनिवर्सिटी भी चीजों को समझती है और बाहर की बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटी तो और भी चीजों को समझती है। तो उनके पास सैट की व्यवस्था है, सैट वो लोग लेते हैं, टोफेल लेते हैं और ऊंचे क्लासों के लिए जीआरई लेते हैं। तो उन लोगों के पास अपना सिस्टम है, रिकमेंडेशन लेटर लेते हैं टीचर से। तो उनके पास सिस्टम है जिससे वो पता कर लेते हैं कि बच्चे में कितनी प्रतिभा है, क्या कोई इसका क्रिएटिविटी है कि नहीं, क्या कोई पेपर पब्लिश है कि नहीं, बच्चों ने कैसा प्रोजेक्ट लिखा है। तो कई चीजें हमारे सामने है। इसलिए तमाम बच्चों का जो कंसर्न है कि क्या होगा आगे, उनका सोचना है, उनकी बातें हैं। तो डरने की बात नहीं, कोई ना कोई रास्ता निकलेगा। हमने अपने जीवन में भी देखा है कि परिस्थितियां कितनी भी खराब हो फिर भी कोई ना कोई रास्ता निकलता है। अगर आप में टैलेंट है, मैंने देखा सुपर 30 20 साल चलाने के बाद कि कोई बच्चा भी अगर टैलेंट है तो कितनी भी कठिन परिस्थिति रहे वो अपने आप को प्रूफ कर देता है। इसलिए बच्चों से मेरा स्पेशली रिक्वेस्ट है, उनको मैं समझाना चाहूंगा कि पेशेंस बनाए। सरकार जो डिसीजन लेगी आपके फैसले आपके अच्छे के लिए लेगी, आपकी सुरक्षा के लिए लेगी और आपकी प्रतिभा कभी बर्बाद नहीं होगी, खत्म नहीं होगी। इसका आप ध्यान रखें। 1-2 परीक्षाओं के आधार पर किसी बच्चे का भविष्य निर्धारित नहीं किया जा सकता
जी। और आनंद कुमार जी, आपको क्या लगता है कि अगर सरकार आज ये डिसाइड करती है कि हम एग्जाम्स नहीं करेंगे, ऑब्वियसली एक फ्रेमवर्क बनेगा कि कैसे बच्चों को इवैल्यूएट किया जाए, उसके बाद कॉलेजेस में कैसे मार्क्स दिए जाएं, उसके बाद क्या हो। सो आपको क्या लगता है कि क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आ सकती हैं और उनका समाधान कैसे किया जा सकता है?
बात उठेगी कि मेरी मेहनत बेकार चल गई, जो बच्चे मेहनत किए, सबसे बड़ा यही प्रॉब्लम। और तो बाकी चीजें तो सरकार करेंगी, यूनिवर्सिटीज करेंगे, मिलजुल के आपस में कुछ ना कुछ रास्ता निकालेंगे, लेकिन बच्चों को ही प्रॉब्लम आएगा। कई पेरेंट्स बच्चों पर प्रेशर बनाते हैं कि तुम अच्छा करो, उनको प्रॉब्लम आएगा कि भाई मेरा बच्चा तेरा बच्चा सब बराबर हो गया, ये क्या है। लेकिन इसी के लिए करें कि ऐसी समस्या के लिए, ऐसे प्रॉब्लम्स के लिए बच्चों को पेशेंस बनाए रखने की जरूरत है। उनको फिर दोबारा मौका मिलेगा अगले साल कोई दोबारा परीक्षा में अच्छा करने की। तो इसलिए आप डरे नहीं, आप घबराए नहीं। जो सरकार फैसला लेती है इंटरनल इवैल्यूएशन का, उसको फॉलो करें, आपको फिर अगले बार मौका मिलेगा। जीवन में सिर्फ एक नहीं कई बार मौके मिलते हैं। जरूरत इस बात की है कि आप उस मौके के लिए कैसे तैयार हैं।
All right. Dr. Das, if I could come back to you, Dr. Das, there are a lot of states which have state boards. They have been, a lot of them have, some of them rather have decided to go ahead with the board. Some of them have still not taken that decision. But there are others which want the CBSE and the ICSE to leave that decision independently on states, whether they should conduct exams, whether they find the atmosphere in their states conducive to holding examinations. What is your what are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are that the health and safety of the students is of the greatest concern and interest. And that goes for everybody in terms of parents, in terms of students, in terms of academicians. Everybody in society does not want to expose students to this huge risk of going out in July and August and taking the exam when they cannot all be possibly vaccinated. So my view is exams cannot be held. Results have to be declared to be able to provide the bridge to the future. And as Anandji said, we know that universities take predicted grades. We know that most of the tests that happen are online. There are interviews. There are a variety of assessment systems. This is just a formality wherein they need that result to show that the student has completed 12 years of formal education. If they're taking predicted grades, why should they bother what happens? Many admissions happen on the basis of predicted grades. Also, the cutoff percentage for most entrance exams is just 50%. So you have to actually now prepare for the next step. And I want students to know that you are prepared, you are ready, you have been studying. You'll do fantastically in any interview. And one of the things that interviewers want to know, students and parents, is what did you do during the lockdown? So if you show activities of learning, activities where you're showcasing your talent, where you're doing something for society, all that counts for a lot. So the way everybody is looking at this is in a very compassionate way. Everybody knows the situation students are in. So it is in that realistic and compassionate way that in these unpredictable times that everybody is viewing students and the exams. And I think if they have that certificate from the board, which shows some kind of assessment based on their performance, it is all that is needed. And it will be a very, very useful and vital thing to do, imperative to do at this stage. Have the results out, latest by August, if not August, then by mid-September, because universities are also postponing admission dates accordingly. In India, we find all competitive exam dates are being gradually postponed.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that is happening.
Absolutely, Dr. Das. I'm going to come back to you. Joining our broadcast right now is Aditya Shukla. He's a student of class 12. He's joining in from Rewa in Madhya Pradesh. Good afternoon, Aditya. Thank you very much for joining us now. Aditya, to straight off, tell us what you want. Are you hopeful that the government will perhaps cancel the exams and come out with a framework as to how you're promoted?
First of all, a very good afternoon to one and all present over here in the Republic TV panel. And as you have said, I'm a student of class 12 from CBSE board and my stream is humanities. So let's move to the subject. Ma'am, what I actually want is that, first of all, there should be not physical and offline examination for students across the country. Because we know even we have just crossed the second wave of COVID-19, there are more than 1 lakh of cases per day. And today's tally, if we go through, it is 1.21 lakhs. So still, there is a period of COVID, and I just want that there should be not offline examination. We should move to some alternate way. We should move to some alternative assessment systems. And we have a whole of Ministry of Education. We have all other measures. And here I just want to just say something. That last year, when we just moved to the 5-inch screen, our whole education system was shifted to the 5-inch screen. We students from across the country managed somehow to go with that. And knowing that all over the country there is not a same kind of digital platform, not every student is having access to internet and all that digital technology, but we managed. And now when the students need some another alternative assessment, we expect it from government to please provide it. And physical offline examination cannot be an option for sure.
Right now, Ananya, we've got Mr. Kumar with us. He runs Super 30. He's a very well-known educationist. Do you have any questions for him? Because, his constant advice in the show has been, don't get stressed. This is not the end of the world. There are other ways to prove yourself. So do you have any questions for him?
My only question right now is, do you think that if the exams are not held, what is the best possible way in which we students can be assessed and evaluated?
ये बहुत बड़ी बात है और बहुत बड़ा सवाल है कि किस तरह से हम लोग इसको इवैल्यूएट करें। बहुत बड़ा सवाल है। इस पे सिर्फ हमारे दिमाग से या हमारे चाहने से कोई फैसला नहीं हो सकता है। बहुत सारे लोग मिलके इस डिसीजन को लेंगे ताकि आप लोगों को कोई बुरा न लगे, आप लोगों को खुशी मिले, संतोष।
Right, Aditya, do you have any questions for Mr. Kumar?
That's a single question I would like to know from him, that when this whole country and in fact world is suffering from COVID-19, because in the arrest of COVID pandemic, and our whole education system has transferred, as I've just told, has just shifted to 5-inch screen or other digital technology, what is the best possible way to assess the student at this time? And probably I think that this is a question that every student from India wants to know. So how can we assess, ignoring the physical offline examination?
ये भी सवाल बहुत उचित सवाल है, लेकिन अभी जो परिस्थिति है सो हम लोग फिजिकल कोई क्लास नहीं ले रहे, सुपर 30 भी बंद है, अभी बच्चों को रख नहीं सकते। ऐसी स्थिति में डिजिटल डिवाइस से ही हम लोग जितना कर सके। और बच्चे ये है ना कि चाहे क्लासेस हो यूनिवर्सिटी का, कोचिंग सेंटर का, कहीं भी हम लोग डिजिटल माध्यम से, मीडियम डिजिटल हो अच्छा है। और इससे हमने देखा, आपने सीखा कि पहले जब हम लोग लाइव पर आते थे तो रिपब्लिक चैनल के लोग कैमरा लेके आते थे, अब हम लोग सब लोग अपने अपने डिवाइस से जुड़ गए, तो कई चीजें अच्छी भी हुई है इस चीजों में। इसलिए डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म को और स्ट्रॉन्ग किया जाए ताकि इस पेंडेमिक के बाद भी वो चलता रहे। तो उस पर आप यकीन करिए और अभी काम चलाइए।
So Ananya and Aditya, he's saying keep faith. The government will come out essentially with what's good for its students. But Ananya, if I could come to you, there have been, suggestions that perhaps we could reduce the examination time to about 1.5 hours. Perhaps, there could be more MCQ type questions. So, the committee that was formed by the government actually did come out with some of these suggestions. Now, would you as students be happy if that were the decision? If, what would you like to see in the exam pattern if they were to be held?
Now, if these exams were to be held and if they are going to be conducted offline, be it 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and even 15 minutes, all of us will be exposed to the center and each other. So eventually there is no point that we will not get infected by COVID-19. And a lot of people were also saying that if students can get vaccinated for at least one dose, then they can come out and give examinations. But I don't think that it's actually possible because there is a lot of vaccine shortages in a lot of states in India. So I don't think that conducting offline exams is a good choice at the moment, but then the government knows better than us. So.
Right. Let's also quickly bring in Aman Singh. He's a class 12 student. He's joining us from the National Capital. Aman, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on Republic TV. We've had two students over here who seem to say that, they want this anxiety to get over. They want the government to come out with a decision. And both of them don't support exams. What's your point of view? Can you hear me, Aman?
Yeah, your voice is a little muffled. Can you repeat that, please?
Okay, could you just mute the audio on your television set? Because I think that's the reason for the confusion and also the audio on, on your device. I was asking you, we've had two students over here and both of them want examinations to be cancelled, and they also want a sense of finality to be able to deal with all the anxiety that they are facing. Now, what is it that you would want the government to do?
First of all, I would really like to get a sense of the pattern of the exam. I think that is more important than the date sheet, because even if you get the date sheet, we know when the exams are, we still won't exactly know what to study and how to study, because there is a lot of speculation that the exam pattern might change. So that would be a big turning point for everyone. if you just know what if there will be MCQs or if it will be a 30-minute, 90-minute exam, we would get a clearer picture. Like even if you get the date, we still don't know about the pattern, so we still don't know how to study. That's
Right, absolutely. So essentially, you want a sense of decision making in this. Thank you very much, all of you, Aditya, Aman, Ananya, as well as Mr. Kumar. Appreciate your joining us here on Republic TV. Thank you very much, and we are hopeful that the government will come out with a decision soon. Thank you.